Hello, people. I'm laughing because today is going to be a detailed interview. Very nice interview that you guys need to pay attention to. So, I'm taking a different route, not international student visa. This one is sponsor visa. I'm here with my colleague. So, she's going to tell us how she applied for the husband and the process. We just need to know the process. But first, let me allow her to introduce herself because don't mind the English. She's a Nigerian. You hear her. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Siri.
Okay, so my name is Rochelle. I was born and raised in the United States. My family is Nigerian ancestry. I met my husband on Facebook. He sent me a message through Messenger, so that's how we met. We communicated with each other for 10 minutes before we decided that we wanted, to move further. And so I decided to go visit him. First time to Nigeria. I decided to go visit him. We met. We took pictures. He proposed to me and everything. I met his family, his immediate family. I met some of his friends. Okay, so once we met each other, we decided that we wanted to get married. So we did some research to see how we can get him over to the U.S. So we decided to go with the K1 visa. So the K1 visa is a fiance visa, which allows a U.S. citizen to bring their fiance over from another country. Um, it can cost anywhere between $800 to $1,200. It takes anywhere between 12 to 15 months. Okay, so that process, the first step, sorry about that, in a process is that you have to fill out the application. So you have to fill out the application. When you fill out the application, you have to send in proof of your relationship. Proof of your relationship consists of pictures, your flight itinerary, which consists of like your airline tickets, if you stay like at a hotel or Airbnb, proof of that, any type of receipts that you have spent um, in like Nigeria. Also, you have to have passport pictures of you and your fiance, and then you send it in with the money order. Okay. So while that's being processed, the USCIS will reach out to the embassy where your fiance is located. They would contact your fiance, let them know that they have to come in for an interview. So when they go to the interview at the embassy, they would have to pretty much prove the relationship again, have the pictures. They're going to ask you how do you guys know each other. You can print out your text messages. You can print out your emails. Just to see, how you guys communicate and just to verify the relationship. Also, after the interview, they will have to go to a local doctor to have a physical. And they would just check them, regular physical. They'll make sure they're vaccinated, have the proper vaccinations before they come over. And also, he would have to have fingerprints done. And another thing, if your fiance was previous married before, he would have to go to the local, courthouse or office to get a letter just stating that he's or she is single or pretty much, yes, divorced. Um, After that, once the USCIS and the embassy approves the application, they would send over. They would contact your fiance and let them know they could come pick up the visa. They would have 30 days to travel to the U.S. on a visa. So once they come over, that's when you guys will fill in the application for his green card. And you can fill in an application for a work permit so he can work here in the U.S. while his green card is being processed because that can take some time. So the first green card would be a temporary one, which is 2 years. Then after the 2 year one, he can apply for the permanent green card, which is the 10 year one. Then after that, he can apply to become a U.S. citizen. So that's the process.
Oh wow! So that's very straightforward. It's not really a difficult process, but what I understand is the proof or verifications of legal relationship, right?
Yes.
That is to mean that there should be some kind of pictures to prove that you guys are married, with family, pictures with family. Also, communication based, which is like vice email, or
Yes.
do they check like phone?
Yeah, they'll check phone. So with the phone, you can print out. So you can send all your text messages over. You can email it to yourself, and then you can print it out, and they can have that as proof too.
Mm.
And that could be through like Messenger, regular text message, WhatsApp, whatever form of communication you guys use to communicate with.
Oh, nice. So I want to ask you, do you remember the question they did ask him during his interview in the embassy? Like, I want to know a little bit, so that people will prepare their mind towards those questions.
Okay. Some of the questions that they asked him were, how did you meet? Where did y'all meet? When? How long have you guys been talking? Did they meet your family? They might ask him questions about you, the fiance. Like, how many, do she have kids? How old is she? Her birth date. Basic questions that a fiance should know about each other.
Okay, so what do you think might disqualify someone who the fiance has applied for visa, and probably he went to interview? What do you think might disqualify him from coming, or her from coming?
Not being able to prove your relationship.
Okay.
So the best pictures to take are with the immediate family, like the mother, the father, brother, sister, nieces, and nephews. Friends are okay, but the embassy, they look at it as, if you take pictures with the mother and father, that means like the family, like the family knows you. Because anybody can meet a friend and call anybody and say, hey, take a picture with me, and say that's their friend.
Of course.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'm happy that she touched base on the aspect of the interview, because I know that some people will panic. Oh, what will I be expecting on the interview date? Even
Yes.
though I have all this proof of relationship, so what are they going to ask me and all that? So those are the things that people look out for. So
Yes.
I'm happy that she had told you guys. So you told me that you guys met on Facebook. How
Yes.
does that work? Because I was thinking that those things doesn't work. Please, can you tell us a little bit?
Yes. So, one day he sent me a message, and I was ignorant. I was like, "Who you? Like, why are you sending me this message? Like, I don't know you." I was really, really mean in the beginning. And so he was like, "Can you just please talk to me?" He told me his name, how old he was, where he was from, and everything. And I was like, okay. And I told him, because I'm older than him, and I have a previous family before I met him. So I was honest with him, and I was upfront with him, and I told him like my whole situation. Honesty is key. You have to be honest, and you have to communicate. And so I told him my background, and I asked him, was he willing and able to deal with that? And he said yes, it wasn't a problem. So we started, talking, getting to know each other. And then it's like I started liking him. And then it's like I started loving him. And then it's like when we used to talk, he introduced me to his mother, his father, his brothers, his sisters. And then I started talking to his family. And all of this was going on through video call. We used to WhatsApp hours because it's a 5-hour difference. So it's like we weren't getting any sleep. We was just like constantly talking just to get to know each other in a family. Then I introduced him to my side, like my parents and, you know, my children and everything like that. And then we started planning for our trip. And so I knew that this was real. I always smile when I tell this part because when I got to the airport in Nigeria, and he walked up to me, and it felt like I knew him for a long time. And like I felt at home, I was comfortable, I wasn't scared. They took care of me, they treated me like a queen, they fed me all types of good food. So it was really, really nice.
So I will say that there are two things I like in this story of yours. First, you took the bull by the hand by traveling that far, even though you haven't traveled to Nigeria, and you traveled to meet the love of your life.
Yes.
This person is somebody that you met on Facebook. There are a lot of bad things that happen when people travel to go and meet people. Things like probably they kill them or something good, or kidnapping and all that. So I would want to tell my fans that it's not all that bad, or it's not all that serious. Like, do what your mind pleases.
Yes.
Wait. Don't be scared when you find love anywhere. Go for it.
Yes.
Go for it, because you never know. That love might turn to be the love of your life, just like Rachel is telling us as part of story.
Yes.
I'm somebody that I feel that online relationships are not real, but you listen to her, you see the side of her story, and it works.
Yes.
So people shouldn't be scared of the story they read on internet, how somebody disappeared while going to meet their loved ones. And again, I'm glad that she was able to tell us about the process of her bringing the husband. I hope this helps people out there. And I will say that this is an interesting part of the whole story, the process of the visa. I will be looking out to see if I can be able to bring the husband on board.
Yes.
Yes. I will bring the husband on board to tell us his own part of his story.
Yes.
It definitely will be a little bit different because he was involved on the visa process too. So let's watch out for that. The only way I can bring him in is for you to share this video, like and comment, so that so that we will give you the in-depth of the other side of the story.
Yes.
So watch out for her husband.
Yes. And one thing before we go, I would like to say also on an application, if the spouse, the husband or the wife, if they have children, they can apply for their children to come too once they're here.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for letting us know all
You're
about
welcome.
this, and look forward to hear about good things that are happening to you guys and more children,
Yes. Yes.
So bye bye for now. I'm gonna end the video, and we will see in our next video. Probably it's not going to be long. It's not going to be long. I promise you, maybe probably in the next 2 weeks we can bring our husband in, and let's talk a little bit. And
Yes.
So thank you, and share our video. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.